Hello everyone, Mr. Garant here. I have a huge, amazing challenge for you guys. It's simple, but there's so much you can do with it. And I guarantee if you practice this, it's gonna help your karate at home. Now, we're gonna work on a couple different fundamentals here. One is gonna incorporate some balance because we can do this drill either just standing in our natural stance, you can even do it sitting down, but we can incorporate our traditional stances into this drill. It's also going to incorporate the Goju side of karate, which is your push and pull concept and timing. We are going to work with punches today. And we are also going to work on something in Japanese terminology is called kime, which is essentially that snap that you get when you deliver a strike. And again, like I said, we're doing our punches today. Now, before I show you the special tool that I guarantee everyone's got some sort of it at home, I want to make sure to remind everyone that when you are practicing your punches, this is going to require some little coordination here, is you don't want to fully extend your arm when you're firing your punches. We're going to have to start going faster and faster with this drill. You want to make sure you're not completely straightening because you can do what's called a hyperextension on your elbow, and even though you're not hitting anything, you can still injure yourself this way. So I always want to remember, it's one reason why I teach with my sleeves rolled up, is because I want you guys to see that my elbows technically stay bent. It may not seem like it, that's completely straight, that's a little bit bent. It's never locking. Just like with your kicks, for example, you don't want to completely lock your joint up because you can essentially hurt yourself. So let's move on to what we're actually doing. So we're going to do balance, we're going to do push-pull timing, and we're going to do, it's called kime, which is that snap into your strikes. So here's the special tool you're all going to need. Ready for it? It's a scarf. Now, this happens to be made of silk. You don't have to use silk. You can use a face cloth, you can use a paper towel, you can use a small pillowcase, you can use really any material. I wouldn't do anything too big like a beach towel or anything like that, and I'll show you why. Now, the concept is this drill, the easy part anyway, is they're basically gonna drop the scarf and catch it. That's the principle of this particular drill. The reason why I'm using silk, if you happen to have silk material at home, is silk is so light that when it falls slowly. So it gives you a little bit more leniency to catch it. It's a little bit more forgiving. Now, if you use like a face cloth, for example, that's gonna drop to the ground pretty quickly. So you kind of have to pick what weight material you have available and what you want to use based on a difficulty level. If you want to start off easy with the silk and start off sitting down on the ground with this drill, start off easy and work your way up. It's all about building the challenges, right? Just like we do in class every day, we build on our challenges. So with that being said, you can start off sitting down, you can start off in your natural stance, you can do it in your horse stance. For the demonstration of this video, I'm just gonna stay here standing in my natural stance, but you can play with your stance. So already we have different ways of challenging ourselves with this drill. And we're gonna come back to the stances in a minute. Let's show you the actual drill. It starts off simple. I'm just gonna call it a scarf, whatever material you're gonna use, okay? I hold the scarf out in front of me. I'll back up just a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna hold the scarf out in front of me. My opposite hand is in my chamber, just like it normally is. And it's good if you guys wear your belts for this one. You don't have to put on your whole uniform if you don't want to. But if you wear your belt, it makes sure to show where the chamber should be. Now, in our style of martial arts, our chamber is up above the belt. Other styles of martial arts are down here. There's no right or wrong, they're just different. So from here, I want to make sure it's up top, in line with your solar plex, because that's what we're going to be aiming for. That's one of the reasons why we have our chambers up here in our style. So the scarf is out in front, and all that happens is I'm going to let go of the scarf, and I'm going to switch my hands. Now you are noticing that in slow motion, I'm opening my hand so I can grab it, but it's done relatively quickly. And if you record yourself doing it, you can tell how much the scarf travels as well. Now I have it bunched up a little bit, it's going to fall a little bit quicker. If you fluff it up a little bit, it doesn't really go anywhere. And it makes it pretty easy. If you want, you can give it a little toss and time it that way. Give it a toss and time it that way. Mine almost got away from me there. Right? See what I did that time? I pulled my hand in too quickly. You want to leave your hand out and then pull. That gives your hand and your muscle memory the ability to work at the same time. Push, pull, push, pull. Work together. Hard and soft part of our Goju style. Now something else you can do, you'll notice when I'm catching is I'm trying to freeze my body. I'm freezing everything as soon as I catch. You don't want to catch and wobble. You want it to be solid. That's where your kime is going to come in. That's that snapping sound that you hear when we do our demonstration techniques. Now, so far, this is still the easy version. There's many more things you can do with this, and I want to show you. One, when you're doing this, like I said, you can sit, you can stand, you can do your horse stance. For you more advanced, ladies and gentlemen, you can do it in your cat stance. You can do it in your crane stance. You can even, if it's safe, do it in a crane stance on your bed, on the mattress, literally, making sure that there's nothing around you that might hurt you if you fall. But the reason for that is because your bed, your mattress, is unstable. It's so difficult to balance on a bed on one foot. And here you are trying to snap your punches. Now, we've done that drill here in the dojo where we hold stances and we snap, right? Some of you boys and girls probably remember how to do that. Imagine doing that on your mattress. It's so much harder. Now, something else you can do. Like I said, I'm still using a silk. I haven't switched to a heavier material yet. You're welcome to do that. Every time I switched it, that's only one switch. You want to challenge yourself? Double it up. Triple it up. You can go different angles. I like the triple one myself. And notice you got to focus on your breathing. Now you notice I'm building up a sweat here. This is actually a bit of a workout. Another thing you can do too is try to get to a point, give yourself the challenge, whether you're doing a triple set or a double set, and set a goal. Give yourself a number. I want to be able to do, say, a triple set in a cat stance 10 times in a row. And every time your cloth hits the ground, that gives you 5 push-ups. And at the end, you've got a number to work with. So you've got some exercises you can do in the meantime. If you have brothers or sisters or moms and dads too, have fun with this one, right? Challenge each other. And I want to see the videos. I want to see you guys doing this. This is such a fun drill. I didn't invent this drill, but it's something that I even practice myself. Like I said, you don't have to use a little silk. I chose a pink one because it's easier to see on camera. You can really use any material, different stances, different ways of doing it. You can do it, I mean, if you want to go Bruce Lee style and blindfold yourself and try and do it that way, I don't know if that would work out too well, but there's so many different ways you can challenge yourself with this. Good luck and have fun, everybody. I wish you all the best.